Hey everyone, Marty here. Today we'll be taking a look at 1760 Jay's Thunder Dragon EVO, aka Evolution, from the Ninjago core line. It has 2 minifigures and 140 pieces and it retail for $19.99 USD come January 1st, 2022. This is an early copy review sent to me by Masters Brickjitzu and provided by LEGO. However, all thoughts and opinions in this video are of my own.
Starting off the first two stages, companion stage presents us with a rather small dragon for $20. While it does get bigger in stage 2, it's important to note that this is a 6 plus set. Much like 4 plus sets, there needs to be context to who this is targeted for. A younger audience is going to require that simple build so that you don't get frustrated. Anyways, I really like the color scheme go on in here. While it's not a J palette per se, the dark azure and spring yellow of dark blue accents go together really nice here. Especially like this new for 2022 dual moded upper jaw with the dark azure and trans yellow. It really brings out the fact that this is a lightning dragon, or rather thunder dragon. It works just like and is compatible with any Ninjago introduced to the system for this year. That's just connected to this new recolor for the water dragon lower jaw and spring yellow. Typically a droid arm is used, but this time it's using this brand new 1x3 modified plate with clips on the side, which I know is just going to be really useful for those moccas out there and future sets in general. The head has 2 rotations, technically really only one official one, but with the way it's built, it does give you the ability to rotate the head side to side. Moving on to the legs, it's mainly built off this new part for the SCCBS, aka System Character Creature Building System. This entire part is based on the original BioNinja, so unfortunately that joint right there is going to be static. You cannot rotate it at all. The rest of it's pretty simple. You got, a few plates to talent up, and actually this right here is part of the feature that will connect the legs. And speaking of evolution, this entire body may be plain looking, but right here, I don't know if you can see that, but there is a small crack. That's because it splits right here to put in this segment to actually make this dragon longer. With that being said, the overall stage 1 is alright, but it's definitely missing something.
Yeah, now we're talking.
It feels much more complete. Essentially what was that is that middle joint shown earlier, a segment on the tail, a proper tail tip, some armor on the head, a saddle, and most importantly, wings. Because this is, after all, called the flight mode. And speaking of those wings, this is a new singular piece, but dual molded in pearl gold and transcend yellow. And what you can actually do here is take the wing from the other side and create a longer segment. So if you want a bigger wingspan, that is possible. I believe this does do it on the new Fire Dragon. However, for here, a single segment works just fine. While this flight stage has been a much improvement onto the companion stage, there is one important thing I believe should have been included in the first place. Because unfortunately for Jay, he has nowhere to hold on to. He may have a saddle, but what is his hands going to grab onto? How is he going to control the dragon? Well, luckily that can be fixed with the parts of the set, or at least the extra pieces, because surprisingly enough, this set includes an extra chain. So if you really wanted to, you could take his nunchucks and turn them into rings with this extra chain. Here's how it looks when you transform, or in this case, evolve Jay's nunchucks into rings for him to hold on to. And looking over here, we have the clickable for 2022, a team banner. There are 7 or I think 8 different ones throughout the sets that you then connect to the temple. Here it's on a printed 2x3 tile, and that is opaque. That white is opaque. It's great. I love it. Good job on your print quality, Wiggle. Keep it up. This set comes with Jay, what they're calling a Viper Flyer, not to be confused with the Cobra Mechanics. He uses the same part as previous ones, but this time it's a light colored base with a dark colored accent. On the back, he has what I believe to be a very stylized, almost futuristic jetpack using an outrider back here. For Jay, again, they gone for a very unfamiliar combination with the spring yellow, but sand blue for his figure. It kind of reminds me of Prime Emperor Wave, where they had different color arms. Unfortunately, though, the print quality for the spring yellow here isn't quite as opaque compared to the team banner. But it does look like they fixed the print quality issue compared to previous waves, as it is no longer blurry or smudged. Here they are with all accessories removed. Something that really caught my attention was how instead of a ninja symbol or team symbol, Jay sports the word ninja written in Jorgen on his back. This is the same that applies to all the Ninja G in this wave. I also want to say that unfortunately, compared to the Viper Flyer here, Jay's graphic design feels very simplistic. I realize that, yes, this is supposed to be a 6+ wave, but I feel like there should be consistency in how they want to design the figures. Anyways, for the Viper Flyer, that same harness that appears on the front continues on to the back. Let's talk about value. Are you getting what you paid for? I'd say yeah, it's a pretty sizable dragon, equal size compared to other $20 dragons in the past. It is more simplified, but again, this is a 6+ set. Kids need simpler builds. Even then, you get some nice recolors and specialized pieces that are great for stuff like mocks. I definitely see kids having a blast with the evolution feature and found myself having a bit of fun reconfiguring the dragon. If you're looking for a more complex build, something like the Wu Battle Dragon from last year is a great option. Anyways, this has been Marty from Masters Brickjitzu. See you guys later.